is also my honor to introduce Module 4. This is on, there you go, it's on responsible AI. I am not a social scientist. I am not an expert in what it's going to take to be responsible for all the different kinds of things you can do with AI. But I and all of my colleagues are starting to work more with social scientists at NOAA and other places because we know this is critical. So this module is for you to be able to cite steps used to develop trustworthy AI, identify critical contributors to the co-development of responsible AI for Earth and ecosystem science. And we're very fortunate. Oh, I'm going to put this one in here. I put this one in here one more time. So yes, you know, just like we did, I asked you to do before in Module 3, you got to always think about how are the decisions I'm making from the questions that we want to address about our world to the techniques we're using and the data we're using with those techniques, to the cost functions, perhaps even, and the way we're evaluating the machine learning techniques that we're working on, and to the way we're communicating that information to the communities, right? That there's ethical considerations all through that pipeline, and trust is something gets developed all through that pipeline. And that's the only way we're going to ensure the most responsible outcomes. So that's why that's there. There's some extra links you might want to check out. And there's a couple more on this slide too. So I'll just say that real quick. A few additional responsible AI resources and readings, which you might be interested in. I know a question asker earlier might be interested in interpretable machine learning as a free book online, for example. And so I guess without any more delay, for you to engage in this module, we will ask you to watch the closing plenary on ethical and responsible AI from our NOAA 2022 AI workshop. It was just last September. And that's the advertisement for that. It was, the panelists included David Danks, Professor David Danks, Professor of Philosophy and Data Science at UC San Diego, and Dr. Christine Kustis is the Director of Programs and Research, and a National Remote Sensing Program Manager. I think we might have a thing we want to correct on this slide. The moderator was Amy McGovern. She is the director of the NSF-funded AI Institute, AI2ES, as well as Douglas Rao. So thank you.